At 70, Angus Young shocks fans about Malcolm Young, and the truth he has shared is both heartbreaking and illuminating, peeling back the layers of AC/DC's legendary legacy to reveal the deep personal bond and unbearable loss that lies behind. The thunderous riffs and roaring anthems. Angus, forever immortalized in his schoolboy uniform, duck-walking across giant stages with unrelenting energy, has always been the face of AC/DC's power and spectacle, but behind him stood his older brother Malcolm, the quiet architect and rhythm guitarist whose playing, discipline, and vision were the true backbone of the band. For decades, fans saw Angus as the wild frontman of their performances, but Angus himself now admits that Malcolm was the soul of AC/DC, the driving force who demanded perfection, built the riffs that defined rock history, and kept the band grounded through fame, tragedy, and reinvention. At 70, Angus shocks fans not with scandal but with raw honesty about how much Malcolm meant to him, not just as a bandmate, but as a brother, a guide, and the unshakable foundation of his life in music. What stunned fans most was Angus's admission that Malcolm's genius was often overlooked by the world. While Angus was celebrated as the showman, Malcolm was the engine, the one who quietly wrote the riffs, shaped the songs, and pushed AC/DC to greatness. Angus confessed that Malcolm never sought the spotlight and often downplayed his own importance. But in truth, there would be no AC/DC without him. His humility was inspiring, but to Angus, it was also tragic, because it meant the world never fully recognized just how central Malcolm was to the band's legacy. Angus revealed that when he picks up his guitar today, he still feels Malcolm's presence, and every chord he plays is a reminder of the man who built their sound from the ground up. Even more shocking were Angus's words about Malcolm's decline in his final years. Malcolm, who had been the band's rock for decades, was diagnosed with dementia, and Angus described the pain of watching his brother slowly lose the sharpness and memory that once defined him. He admitted it was agonizing to see Malcolm, who could create riffs that shook the world, struggle to remember the songs that had made him famous. Yet even then, Malcolm never lost his love for music. He would still pick up his guitar, strumming away, reminding Angus and those around him that music was his essence even when his memory failed. Angus confessed that Malcolm's absence on stage is something he has never gotten used to, saying that no matter how loud the amps blast, there is always a silence where his brother once stood. At 70, Angus shocked fans further by confessing that after Malcolm's passing in 2017, he considered ending AC/DC altogether. Without Malcolm, the band felt incomplete, its heart missing. But what drove him to continue was Malcolm's spirit, his belief in rock and roll, and his wish that the music never die. Every time AC/DC records or performs now, Angus says it is not just for the fans, but for Malcolm, for the brother who gave everything and asked for nothing. His words are both shocking and moving because they reveal a side of Angus fans rarely see, not the fiery schoolboy showman, but the grieving brother who still carries Malcolm in every note. The shocking truth Angus has shared at 70 is not about scandal, but about love, loss, and legacy. Malcolm wasn't just his bandmate, he was his anchor, his best friend, and the reason AC/DC became one of the greatest bands in history. For fans, hearing Angus speak with such raw honesty is a reminder that behind the walls of sound and spectacle is a story of brotherhood, of tragedy, and of devotion that lives on long after Malcolm's passing. Angus Young at 70 has shocked fans not with revelations of drama, but with the simple, heartbreaking truth that every song, every riff, every performance is a tribute to Malcolm Young, the unsung hero of rock and roll.